rabbis of yesteryear were on the Hebrew date of the 23rd of Shvat. And it's marks Hilula believed over of a Rabbi Shmuel, Barzani, or Adoni, as we can say in our brackets. He was a great rabbi of his time, especially during the 16th and 17th century. He was a Posek, Halacha, a rabbi that would render various different Jewish law decisions. A Pייטן, a poet, would compose different Jewish songs. And he was a Kabbalist, also a מקובל. He would be, I believe, one of the Rosh Yeshivot, probably in the area of Kurdistan at a period, let's just say, where Kurdistan had a great Jewish community. It was, let's just say, one part of the great Rabbonim of Kurdistan also, and of, let's say, one of the later generations in Kurdistan Jewry. Let's explore a few of the highlights of the great rabbi's life. Now, it's approximated that we believe that he was born around the year 1560. It was reported over. And he was born in Barzani, over there, in Kurdistan over there. It's actually interesting. I think his father was great Rabbi Netanel Halevi Adoni, happened to be his father, who happened to also be a judge, a Dayan, a Kabbalist of Kurdistan at that, let's say, golden age period of time in Kurdistan over there, respectively. He would become like the head, or let's just say, of the Kihilat Yehudi Mossad, interesting enough, which was a very, very prominent position. So I think it's, let's say, one of the larger places in that specific region in of itself. He was a very, very holy person and really cared about the Jewish community of Kurdistan and its surrounding areas in of itself, like respectively surrounding it. And people, because he was so great in Torah, they would call him Adoni, because to give him a kavod, an honorary title in of itself, and it was a name that would be stuck afterwards to successors to the position of rabbi. So it would become attached to a rabbinic position, this prestigious name. It was reported over while he was young, he wasn't necessarily so good at reading, but became at a later age, he was known to become a much greater reader himself. I believe while he was young, he would work also as a weaver. And it's actually interesting, the Jewish community of Kurdistan tell over some of the stories that it was real that a famous prophet Elijah promised him that he would be a great scholar in Torah, it was reported over. And he, I think after this, he met Elijah the prophet, he would come to understand and become great in his study. After Torah, he became very much improved as a scholar to a higher level. He would found a large yeshiva in the city of Mosul, where many people from all over Babylon and Kurdistan would actually come over to actually hear his words of Torah. And Rabbi Shmuel was known in his lifetime as a great Kabbalist, and even is even mentioned, apparently reported over, in the writings of Rabbi Chaim Vital. It's reported over, which is absolutely astounding. We're talking about Rabbi Chaim Vital being one of the famous Tzfat Kabbalists, and I think was the Talmid of the Ari HaKadosh, Rabbi Luri Ashkenazi, who we mentioned about on various occasions before. I think come what the year was probably around the year 1606, it happened to be. I think there was tribal rebellions at that point in time in the Ottoman rule, and there was, let's say, there was a weakening of security for the Jewish community in Kurdistan at that point in time. He would have to move to Damascus. I think he would return to Kurdistan at a later stage and serve as a rabbi of the city of Accra in Kurdistan, and then from there he would move to Ahmadiyya over there and serve as the city's rabbi respectively. I think there was the Torah situation inside that vicinity wasn't so great, and that troubled him at that point in time. There was a lack, let's just say, of great spiritual leaders and halachic deciders, let's just say, in itself over there, where the community could turn to. So he would have gone to establish various different yeshivot, I think in Barzani, in Accra and Ahmadiyya, and also in Mosul, to try and produce the next top rabbis who could serve, let's say, in the rabbinate in of itself, to become shliach tziburs, chazans, cantors, and slaughterers, people that could perform kosher slaughter in of itself, shechts. The yeshivot was reported over by donations from Jewish benefactors living in that specific region. I believe he also invested all the money from donations in yeshivot, so obviously he would give it, and he and his family lived, I think, in struggling times. It was difficult. I mean, there was it wasn't so much wealth and abundance in those specific days. Now, it's reported over he passed away, according to some opinions, I think in the year 1633, but according to other opinions, it was from 1625 to possibly 1635, or possibly even later. It would have been the 23rd of Shvat. Now, the daughter of Rabbi Shmuel happened to be Rabbanit Oznat Barzani. She would marry a senior, let's say, star student of her father, Rabbi Yaakov Mizrahi. She's also known as a Tanayit Oznat, I think, because of her. She had an extensive knowledge within regards to Torah in himself. Now let's explore some of the great Torah colossal works the great Rabbi left us, because he was really, really very much a great Rabbi, including Abnei Zichron, which is Chidushim, and let's say explanations on the halacha with regards to shechita, slaughter, and treifot. I believe there was Divrei Shmuel, which is drashot on various different Torah topics in itself, especially on the coming Moshiach. And then there was Leket Shmuel, which is Chidushim and explanations on the Sarchot, Binyanei Sarchot, and then the Sedeh Haget B'Ktsara, the customs of the Jewish community of Kurdistan. It was over there. I very much recommend everyone to learn more about the great Rabbi. So don't forget to light candles in his memory, and please share the videos to others if you feel they'll be interested. So wishing you well, and take care.